What about sunrise? What about rain? What about all the things that you said we were to gain? What about killing fields? Is there a time? What about all the things that you said were yours and mine? Did you ever stop to notice all the blood we shed before? Did you ever stop to notice the crying earth, the weeping shore? What have we done to the earth? Look what we've done. What about all the peace that you pledged your holy son? What about flowering fields? Is there a time? What about all the dreams that you said were yours and mine? Did you ever stop to notice all the children dead from war? Did you ever stop to notice the crying earth, the weeping shore? I used to dream, I used to glance beyond the stars. Now I don't know where we are, but I know we've drifted far. Can we set him free?
Without a warning, without a sound, we woke up one morning to a world turned upside down. Everything changed in the blink of an eye, dealing with the unknown and trying to survive. We were locked down in our homes, surrounded by bad news every day, watching our lives as we knew it quickly fade away. And when this is all over, in our new reality, gather together, will we still stay apart 6 feet? Will the music be playing like it did before? When this is all over, I'll treasure each day even more. We've been through quite a battle, like none we've ever seen. We kept hoping we'd wake up to find out it was all a bad dream. But that day's never come. It'll be a while yet, with more obstacles to overcome and challenges to be met. We were locked down in our homes, surrounded by bad news every day, watching our lives as we knew it quickly fade away. And when this is all over, in our new reality, when we gather together, will we still stay apart 6 feet? Will the music be playing like it did before? When this is all over, I'll treasure each day even more. We were locked down in our homes, surrounded by bad news every day, watching our lives as we knew it quickly fade away. And when this is all over, in our new reality, when we gather together, will we still stay apart 6 feet? Will the music be playing like it did before? When this is all over, I'll treasure each day even more. And when this is all over, I'll treasure each day even more.
Confusion, I release pain of illusion. Yes, there's only one solution. Yeah, yeah. What I found is oh so simple. Deeper love in a temple, and I found it in the stillness of my soul. 'Cause all there is God, good is overflowing, and my faith is ever growing. Yeah, yeah. Oh, take me back to the beginning. I feel the Spirit moving in me. Make me stronger, make me willing. Yeah. All there is God. Oh, yes. All there is God. Oh, everywhere you turn. All there is God. All there is love. All there is love. All there is peace. All there is peace. Past all understanding. All there is truth. All there is truth. All there is God. All there is God. All there is God. In the knowing that my good is overflowing, and my faith is ever growing. Yeah, yeah. Take me back to the beginning. Feel my spirit moving in me. Make me stronger, make me
I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be.
Hello, and welcome to the People of Diversity Sunday service. We are a multi-faith community, and we believe there are many paths to one divinity. We have 10 different speakers from 10 different faith perspectives, and we have, yes, 10 different sets of musicians. Took us a while. We're back up to 10. And at the beginning of each 10-week series, we give them a one-word topic. One word. Typically. And each speaker gets paired with a set of musicians, and they send their videos in on that topic. And we send the hello and goodbye, and it all goes to Philip and his team, and they put it together and create what you are watching now.
Poof.
It's not exactly, I'm sure it's not poof. Poor Philip. So if you would like to support this effort and help spread the word, Many Paths to One Divinity, go to www.peopleofdiversity.org and push that donate button. We pay our speakers, and we pay our musicians, and we pay our tech team, and all of the tithes and offerings that we get are very helpful. So,
All right. Last week we had our final week on worship. That was brought to us by Reverend Lydia Junis and Victor Morgado of our Canadian contingent. This week we begin Compassion. Shaman Jerry Nettesheim and Bob Sima and Shannon Plummer will bring us today's service. And next week is Swami Dumavati and Donna Frost, and I know for a fact she did it from the backyard because it was a really nice day.
because she said so.
Because she said so. If you want to catch past services, notifications on Sunday morning, anything pod related, you want to join the People of Diversity page or group, that will give you access to all of those things, whether it's a ping on Sunday morning for the service, or venturing back or researching back in the archives on the page or the group. And remember that we also have now an active YouTube page with searchable playlists. You can search on topic or you can search on faith. And that is up and running and ready for you to use at any time as well. We have a deep dive from 11:45 to 12:15. Not a moment longer, so we don't dig into your day. But that allows us to check in with each other. When the speaker can be there for it, we can ask them questions directly. And when they're not, we can bounce the questions around with each other. It's a great chance, like I said, to just connect in and see each other and visit for just a few minutes.
And Jerry usually joins us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very often joins the talk on Zoom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then from at 5:45 in the afternoon, we rebroadcast that service, and that's what we pin to the top of the page. So that if you want to pop back and check it out later in the week, it's there ready for you. At the end of every week, it'll drop into the archive or into the old video lineup, and you'll be able to find it there. I think that's all I know.
Each week we bless a country. So if you know anything about the country that we are blessing next week, send something, whatever you have, we'll take anything, to the email address below, and we'll use it in our country blessing. Next week is Maldives. Maldives. Yeah. This week is Malaysia, and I'm putting Malaysia on my bucket list. It man, looks like a really interesting, incredibly beautiful place. So, Malaysia is located in Southeast Asia and occupies parts of the Malay Peninsula and the island of Borneo. It's two parts, and they are separated by the South China Sea by about 400 miles. So that's really interesting right there. Yeah. Altogether, both parts together are about the same size as New Mexico. and they have 33.2 million people.
Boy.
Yeah. They're very diverse religiously, 61% Muslim, 20% Buddhist, 9% Christian, and 6% Hindu. They also have a very wide range of ethnicities. 55% of Malaysians, only 55% of Malaysians are actually Malay, and 25% are Chinese, and 10% are Indian, and there are more than 60 ethnic subgroups. Now, they have a couple of the world's largest things here. They have the world's largest cave chamber called the Sarawak Chamber, and just to give you some idea, the Sarawak Chamber could hold 40 to 50 Boeing 747s.
Wow.
Yeah, it's huge. Biggest one in the world. They also have the world's oldest tropical rainforest called the Taman Negara, which, if you translate that, means national park. And it's 130 million years old. 130 million years old. And you can visit there, but you have to get government permission. They don't just let you go wander in there. Everybody that goes has to get a permit to go. So, Malaysia is a monarchy with a ceremonial head of state, but they are actually run by the federal government, which includes a Senate, a House of Representatives, and a Prime Minister. Natural resources are an important part of the economy, especially rubber and palm oil. But the country also has a very strong manufacturing industry, and they are growing financial and banking services as well. So becoming pretty affluent. Now here's another. This is our last fact, but this is another world's largest thing, and I just thought this was really amazing. Yes, and the picture's really cool. They have the world's largest flower. I'll have to say this right. I can't say it. Rafflesia. It's over 3 feet across, and you might think it smells wonderful, but it smells like rotting flesh. So, yes. So let's hold the people of Malaysia in our hearts, knowing they want the same things in their lives that we want in ours. They want peace and abundance, and their families to be safe and happy. And we hold them in our hearts, and we send them our love, and we say these words together. May peace prevail in Malaysia. May peace prevail on earth. May peace prevail in me. Thank you.
We will hear 2 songs from Bob and Shannon on compassion. And then we will hear from Shaman Jerry Nettesheim, and she will share with us her shamanic perspective on compassion. Without further ado, we'll see you on the other side.
Good words, good thoughts, good deeds. 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 These are the things, these things that we need. From the time you rise to the time you sleep, every step you take, every breath you receive, do these. Everyone you pass on every street, every eye you meet, every friend you keep, do these. Do these, do these. Come on, y'all, sing it with us. Good words, good thoughts, good deeds. 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 These are the things, these things that we need. If you look back at the world from
all you see is one human race. Do these. And if you stand in the shoes of another you, will find that these three things will set you free. You free, you free. Come on, y'all, hands together with us. Good words, good thoughts, and good deeds. Good words, good thoughts, and good deeds. Good words, good thoughts, and good deeds. Good words, good thoughts, good deeds. These are the things, these things that we need. Well, the world, it cries for your beauty inside. Can you hear it sing? Can you hear it scream? Do these. Do these. 'Cause in the face of hate, we separate. In the arms of love, we radiate. Do these. Do these. Do these. All right, come on, y'all. It's the last time. Get up and boogie. Good words, good thoughts, good deeds. Good words, good thoughts, good deeds. Good words, good thoughts, and good deeds. Good words, good thoughts, good deeds. These are the things, these things that we need. These are the things, these things that we need. In this moment, everything shows up, everything presents itself just as it is. And when you slow down, let it all happen. Something fantastic, magic happens in you. And when you breathe in, it's like we're all listening to an echoing of our own soul. It's just like a rain cloud. Relief, it comes pouring down on a thirsty world. Meditation is a medication to cure the illusion of a separation. Meditation is a medication to cure the illusion of a separation, a separation. Into a mind that's still becomes a cup that's filled with effervescence, ever-presence, and a heart that swells. And when you drink from this to never-ending peacefulness, don't have to believe in this. It's a story that tells itself.
you breathe in, it's like we're all listening to an echoing of our own souls. And when you breathe out, it's just like a rain cloud. Relief, it comes pouring down on a thirsty world. Meditation is a medication to cure the illusion of separation. Meditation is a medication to cure the illusion of separation. We are one when we are all together, and we are one when we are all alone. We are one when we are all together, and we are one when we are all alone. Have you ever been here? Have you ever stayed here? Have you never left here for more than a glance? Have you ever faced this? Have you ever tasted this? There's a relief in the sweetness. Every moment is another chance. And just breathe in, it's like we're all listening to an echoing of our own souls. And when you breathe out, it's just like a rain cloud. Relief, it comes pouring down on a thirsty world. Meditation is a medication to cure the illusion of separation. Meditation is a medication to cure the illusion of separation. Oh, Namah Shivaya. Oh, Namah Shivaya. Oh, Namah Shivaya. Oh, Namah Shivaya. We are one when we are all together. We are one when we are all alone. I have a dream. We are one when we are all together. We are one when we are all alone. Oh, Namah Shivaya. Oh, Namah Shivaya. Oh, Namah Shivaya. Oh, Namah Shivaya. Oh.
Thank you so much, Scott and Becky, for having me come on today. It's always an honor to get to speak with everybody about shamanism. And today, I'm very happy to share with you all the shaman's view of compassion. So, as above, so below. Things always take place in the spirit realm before showing up here on the planet. This is one of the beliefs in shamanism, that we are all part of the oneness before incarnating here on earth. Therefore, we are spirit beings having a human experience. In the oneness, in all that is all energy, our original beingness is divine love. That spark of divinity still exists in each one of us still, as we are thought forms of divine love made manifest in the flesh. So that means each one of us has spirituality. That is the state of being in spirit. Therefore, as spiritual beings, we're all capable of feeling compassion towards others. Now, for the shaman, however, this practice of compassion takes on a deeper meaning. It is a crucial skill to have and develop, and it is the foundation of our work as healers and guides. And it is what connects us to the spiritual realm. So today we will explore the essence of shamanic compassion, its relationship to empathy, and some of the ways in which we can embody compassion towards ourselves and others. So, what is compassion? Well, when we talk about compassion in the shamanic context, it goes beyond just feeling sorry for someone. Instead, it's about Aini. That catch-all word again, that means to be in right relationship with someone or something. It is the merging of empathy, love, and connection, which allows us to see others as part of ourselves. It's the remembering of our oneness. As shamans, we're here to serve as bridges between the physical and spiritual worlds, and compassion is the key that unlocks that connection. It's what allows us to tap into the universal energy and channel it towards healing and transformation. Compassion is often equated with the word empathy, but they're not the same thing. See, empathy is the ability to understand the feelings of others and put ourselves in their shoes. Compassion, on the other hand, is when we take that understanding and use it to alleviate suffering and promote positive change. Compassion means having the willingness to put our ego aside and serve the greater good. It means that we not only feel the pain of others, but are driven to act on it. In other words, empathy is like seeing my sister fall. Empathy would say, "Oh, dear sister, that looks like that hurt." And she would say, "Yeah, it did. I'm going to sit here for a while." And then what compassion does is sit down on the ground next to them, holding space for the pain to subside. And then when the time comes, giving her a helping hand up and helping her to move forward. The practice of empathy does make one better at expressing compassion. And we get plenty of practice when we as shamans tend to our own wounds first. It's like the flight attendant telling us if there's a decrease in cabin pressure and the masks drop down, put yours on first before assisting the person next to you. And it's no different for us as shamans on our own healing journey. We must come to face with our own shadows. Then we get to cultivate a sense of mindfulness and awareness. And then comes the mastery of our own emotions. How to not take things personally. How to address our own triggers. And then we need to be able to differentiate between our ego-driven desires and our desire to help others. And this often means checking our motives. Are we being compassionate because that is what we're really feeling? Is that empathy? Or Are we engaging in egoic people-pleasing? Are we codependent or enabling? Or are we doing a solid for our brother so to make them beholden to us? The Peruvian medicine wheel helps us to achieve this state of awareness so that we can heal our past traumas. It teaches us to walk the beauty way, conscious of our place in a living world. Conscious of our place in a living world. That means we become stewards of the living world. It means respecting and protecting nature and allowing ourselves to be guided by the spirit guides of the Peruvian medicine wheel. That's serpent, jaguar, hummingbird, and eagle condor. So here's a quick breakdown of these energetic archetypes. We have South, that is Sachamama. That is the serpent. That's energy is about releasing and shedding our old stories. It's about looking at the factual. Then we move to West. That's Odorongo. That's Mother Jaguar energy. And her energy is about learning how to track fearlessly and find our way forward, moving past our stories. Because, we cannot see what is really for our highest and best when we're hanging on to our old stories and we're not willing to fearlessly step into who we truly are. And that moves us next into Hunakari energy. That's hummingbird energy. That is the sweetness of life. It's our ancestors. And by the way, this is where the shaman lives because we have done the work of shedding our stories and done the work of confronting our fears to ensure that the sweetness of life that we experience is that it is authentic and it is for our highest and best, as represented by East. That would be Ankakuntar, eagle condor energy, which is representative of God perspective and higher self. So today, we modern day shamans use these same archetypes to facilitate physical and emotional healing for those who come and seek our help. Okay, but first we use it because it teaches us to be willing to let go of our own judgments, biases, and prejudices so that we can empathize with others and move them compassionately through their healing. See, when we refuse to see others as separate from ourselves, we can begin seeing the world through the eyes of another. This allows us to better understand their pain and suffering and offer them the space and the healing and the compassion that they need. And this is where the skill of empathy comes in. Now, one thing, we do hear a lot about empathy, so much so that it's actually become a trope in the spiritual community. Ask anyone on the road to a spiritual practice and ask them how it started, they will usually say, I've always been an empath. I think, personally, that as spiritual beings having a human experience, empathy is standard issue along with the earth suit. Some of us just forgot. Empathy is an essential part of the human experience. It's a powerful tool that helps us connect with each other. It allows us to understand and accept different perspectives. Empathy helps us to put ourselves in someone else's shoes so that we can better relate to them and their experiences. Unfortunately, many people forget about empathy or take it for granted, but its importance cannot be overstated. It is said that empathy is one of the most important qualities for spiritual growth. When we are able to connect deeply with others on an emotional level, we can learn more about our own feelings and how they affect our lives. We also gain insight into how our actions impact others around us, both positively and negatively, which encourages compassion within ourselves as well as those around us. By understanding different points of view and being open-minded towards new ideas, we become wiser individuals who are capable of making informed decisions based on facts rather than emotions alone. Additionally, empathizing with someone else's situation can give us valuable insight into what it means to be truly compassionate without judgment or prejudice, something that often gets overlooked in today's society where there seems to always be a divide between us versus them, when truly it's a we thing. All right? So this is how it goes. When we decide to make someone else a them, that them eventually devolves to become an other, and that other must be eliminated. Think about that. It's a very slippery slope. So, for the shaman, empathy towards others begins by developing the ability to listen deeply without judgment and holding a space for them to heal. And if empathy is being in someone else's shoes, compassion is walking in them. Because healing is beautifully ugly work. There are scabs and scars, stinky pustules of festering human trauma. And shamans, we are the facilitators of the healing process. We're doulas, if you will, and we honor the dignity, autonomy, and wisdom of our clients as they shift into their healing. From there, we must use our knowledge and skills to help alleviate their suffering and promote healing. And this can take many forms, from providing energetic healings, soul retrievals, and ceremony to practical advice and guidance. And again, deep, compassionate listening is that key. Often, a lot of people come to us with emotional wounds and traumas that they haven't been able to divulge anywhere else. Okay? And when we allow them to share their stories, we are holding a sacred container for their pain. We listen with our hearts, not just our ears, and we validate their experiences. So, through compassion, we can help people release their pain, get unstuck from old stories and wounds, to reconnect to their essence. We do this because shamanism transcends individualism. We are not separate beings. We recognize that we are all interconnected and that the pain of one affects us all. We know that we truly are our brother's keeper. Because when we help someone heal, it benefits not only them, but also the larger web of life. This is why compassion is such a powerful force for positive change. When we act with compassion towards others, we create a ripple effect that can eventually reach far beyond our immediate surroundings. Now, as shamans, we honor the sacredness of life and treat all living beings with respect and compassion. We are called the wounded healers because oftentimes we are called to work with people who have the same kind of struggles that we have had. We know that in our own healing journey, compassion was needed, so we extend that to others. Now, that being said, compassion also keeps us from superimposing our healing journey onto our brothers and sisters. Because you see, what may have worked for our healing may not work for them. And this is why it is critical for shamans to be able to traverse between realms, that is, between ordinary reality, which is governed by the 5 senses of sight, smell, touch, taste, and sound, and is explainable, and non-ordinary reality, that inexplicable world, in order to bring back the appropriate medicine for our clients' bespoke needs. Now, shamanism is a spiritual tradition that honors the interconnectedness of all living things and recognizes that the power of nature is there to help heal and transform and empower every one of us. And so by working with spiritual energies to bring healing into our lives, into our communities, into our planet, we are acting in compassion. So through ritual practices such as drumming, chanting, dancing, visioning, journeying into other realms of reality for guidance or insight, we do that because we're striving to restore the balance between humans and nature. Okay? We seek out this wisdom from ourselves as well as non-ordinary sources such as animal spirits, plants, crystals, things that can provide us with profound insight on how to move forward in life in alignment with our own highest truth. So by connecting with these powerful forces through shamanic ceremonies, it allows us to bridge the gap between physical reality and other unseen aspects of existence while developing deep relationship with these things such as animal spirits and plants and crystals along the way. Therefore, being a shaman means that we tap into the spiritual realms and channel healing energy into this physical plane so that others may experience transformation on their journey towards wholeness. So as we tap into the spiritual realms and channel healing into the physical plane, we embody compassion. Compassion allows us to connect with the spirits, the elements, the ancestors, spirit beings and the like, and be in harmony with their energies to facilitate healing and transformation in the physical world. As shamans, we are the servants of the people and the spirits. We are here to help others heal their wounds and rediscover their purpose in life. So, the practice of cultivating a compassionate mindset is essential for any shaman. This type of thinking involves looking beyond the surface and seeing the good in others, being able to forgive them their mistakes and valuing their strengths. And this also means doing this for ourselves as well. It requires us to let go of our need to control or judge others and instead to be fully present with them in their suffering. Shamanism teaches us that we should view one another from an eagle condor perspective, as if we were looking at each other from spirit's view. This way, we can truly empathize with one another and find compassion for ourselves too. The other thing that compassionate thinking does is it helps us break free from patterns that keep us stuck in negative cycles, like anger, resentment towards someone who has hurt us or wronged us in some way, unforgiveness, jealousy, all those heavy vibrational emotions. They do have their place. However, most of us suffer from an imbalance of these negative emotions and can do with some healing. Dealing with these things creates a very negative lens for us to look at life through and keeps us stuck. What you see is what you get. Okay? Compassionate thinking also allows for greater emotional intelligence, which can help prevent harmful misunderstandings between two people by allowing both parties to understand where the other one is coming from emotionally before responding negatively out of hurt feelings or prideful egoic behavior. So, to embody shamanic compassion, we must cultivate an open heart and a deep sense of empathy towards all beings, starting with ourselves. We must learn to put ourselves in others' shoes and see things from their perspective, be willing to walk in their shoes so that we can get a better idea on what actions we might need to take in order to be actively compassionate. This means letting go of our judgments, our biases, and embracing the diversity and uniqueness of each individual. It means acknowledging our own flaws and shadow aspects and extending compassion to ourselves as well. Why? Because we are all works in progress. Once we have developed a strong sense of compassion, we can use it as a tool for healing and transformation. We can channel it towards ourselves, to others, and the world around us. When we approach healing from a place of love and empathy, we create a safe and nurturing place where people can feel seen, heard, and understood. This fosters trust, and it allows for deep transformational work to take place. Moreover, when we extend compassion to the world around us, we become agents of change, working towards creating a more just, peaceful, and sustainable world. That would be true Aini. Aho.
Thank you, Bob and Shannon. Awesome as always. We so appreciate you and just love you dearly. We actually got to eat lunch with them today. That was fun. It's so nice having them around here. And Jerry, you're always great. I always learn so much, and your perspective of things is just awesome. So thank you so much. Thank you, Philip. Yep, and Diego and the rest of the tech team. You guys take what we send and all the pieces and parts and put them together and make it just flow, which is awesome. So thank you. If you are out there in the world and you need things in this realm of business or pleasure, go contact Philip and they will be able to fix you up, either virtual or in person. Right. So yeah. So following the service, don't forget we have our live Zoom deep dive. The link is on the screen and also posted in the event. And it's just fun. We just chit chat and talk about the service. And if the speaker is able to be there, we have questions. We just talk about it, and it's great. Yeah, we really enjoy doing that every week. And then the service will be rebroadcast tonight on our Sunday evening at 5:45, and you can go back. It's not live like the Zoom, but we do it on Facebook Live and shoot hearts and write in the comment box and whatever. So that's good too. Next week we continue our topic of compassion with Swami Dumavati from the Kashi Ashram, and her musical guest is Donna Frost. Yay.
www.peopleofdiversity.org. If you'll visit that website, you can hit the donate button and act as you are moved. We are grateful for all that comes to us. Let's just take a moment right now and move into a place of gratitude for that. If you'll close your eyes and plant your feet, take a nice deep breath. Spirit, thank you for the opportunity to be one piece of this amazing process that is the people of diversity. We are grateful that we get to be here and we get to hang out with all these groovy people. And we say amen together.
Amen.
Mm-hmm. So don't click off just yet, because the amazing piece of the service is now. If you'll bring to your mind's eye anyone in your world that might need support, help, prayer, healing, and put them in the center of an energetic circle, and remember to put yourselves in as well. We'll listen to this last song together and just flow some energy and bring healing and light and love and happiness to everyone. And let's remember to put our planetary world leaders in the middle there so they can make better choices too. Have an amazing day and a great week. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
One power, one power, one power, one power, one power, one power. There's one power invisible, and you see it everywhere and every day. One power indescribable, and you speak of it with every word you say. Mysterious until you know the truth, as simple as the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, angels' wings or heaven's door. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? It's the power of the love.